discussion. And we're glad to have Shri Lal Mohan Senapati sir, an alumnus from the 1969 batch, and I'd like to invite him to share his views with us. Sir, please.
Well, good evening to all. I have been intently listening and enjoying every bit of things that have been happening. And my classmate, Mr. K.S. Rao, Sadasiva Rao, is also here, mechanical. I am metallurgy, 1969. And as Colonel Tripathi was saying, the days were almost the same as his time. And metallurgy also, 1973, somebody mentioned, a professor. Uh, Initially, somebody was talking, I forgot the name. So situation was almost the same. The infrastructure was still coming up. There was a Pakka road was not there, and the shortcuts that we used became the main road. So no boundaries. Everything, every side was open, and the main gate was also not open. I have put that in a blog in the website that our good friends have created. And I would take this opportunity to put on record my appreciation for the 93-97 batch, the Meravi Proxy Mardana group. Apart from the book, which has opened the gate, they have provided a very vital link, a platform. And they are the people who are in the middle line. Actually, 1961 was the first batch that got admission, and they came out in 1965. Ours was 1964 admission, came out in 1969. And the campus got into some shape where actually it started in Panpos, 1961 to 64 beginning. And when we joined in April, things were still taking shape. Metallurgy was also a new branch, which actually, when we joined at that time, metallurgy was not on offer. Metallurgy and chemical, only 3 branches were on offer: civil, mechanical, electrical. And somewhere in the second year, we were told that the new branches are coming up, and an option was given, and I moved from civil to metallurgy. And we were the second batch to come out. 68 batch, metallurgy was the first batch. Now, in those days, the facilities were very less, but we were all very happy. The happiness content was very high. And we were so busy with our studies that most of those were in the reserved for the hostel times. And more particularly when the lights go off and some bathroom can't happens. Somebody pulls up somebody's cloth and all that. I mean, particularly all those things happen in the darkness. Lights go off. And there was a Chinabadam story, which also I mentioned. The elder gentleman from Bihar, he was persuaded by our classmate Jagdish Dupe, civil department. Jagdish Dupe, mechanical. He is no more now. He told him that China has attacked us in the northern boundary, and why you are mentioning Chinabadam. And he was so convinced, and the patriotism in his simple understanding was so much aroused. From then onwards, he started announcing only Bharat Badam. And I'm told by the current batch and I mean, subsequent batches that Bharat Badam still continues to be there around. Peanuts. Somebody mentioned about Professor B. Behra. I fully endorse that. There was a strike when the university shifted from Utkal University to Sambalpur University, and the notification came that was to affect the 1968 batch first. And we were quite agitated, considering that Sambalpur University is a new university and the alumni is not spread out, not much known outside. So we would have problem with our jobs and higher studies. So therefore we went on strike. That is 68 batch onwards. So we were the second in the command. And there was a core group which was taking action committee. That was called action committee. Nobody knew who is the member of the action committee. And so one day they decided to take a procession outside because the inside strike was not catching attention of the government. And one fine morning, the day we were to take the procession outside, we saw Professor V. Behra sitting on the mandapa in hostel number 2 under the banyan tree. And when we asked, sir, what brings you here? He says, I do not want you guys to go out, whatever you want to do inside, because police action, somebody will get injured. I don't want that to happen. And believe me, we stopped going. We could not go because there was so much of a moral pressure, so much of parental concern he showed. And then the government, they did a trick here. They put a magistrate inside the campus to take, he came in incognito kind of thing. And he was taking stock of the developments and trying to report to the government whether any untoward movement would happen or the people will go out and all that. And incidentally, he became a friend of mine because he turned out to be a distant relative, one Mr. Patra. And he told me that he is a magistrate, but his purpose of visit was not known. I mean, he only said that I have come to meet you, I came to know that you are here and all that. And we were moving together until somebody from inside told me that he is a magistrate who has come on this duty and I must avoid him. And then, of course, by that time, things have become very cool and all that. He went away. So this was one example of the kind of parental support that Professor Behra gave, number one. Then another person whom I would like to mention is Professor S.S. Pani, HOD Metallurgy. He had so much of concern about our placement that he would give us a question bank, writing in his own hand the metallurgy questions. And he will take classes to answer them and will conduct mock interview for us to give us that confidence. And in that mock interview, he would be there, plus other 2 branch professors would also be there. And I understand my friend K.S. Rao would confirm. Perhaps he was doing extending this facility to other branches also. But as a metallurgist, I know he was very concerned about us, our placement, because second batch pass out. And of course, he must have done it for the first batch also. So such a kind of care that we got. And the number was less. Now, a lot of expansion has happened. The last I visited was 2009, when we had our 40th year. And that time, I was already a grandfather, and I came with my wife. We went to the hostels, and there was a different kind of a feeling seeing the expansions and the infrastructure that have come. not so much as it has come today, but there was a good amount of change was there. But still, we could have the smell of the place. So good nostalgia, uh, nice memories. Even today, when I was listening to my young friends here, I was in my back of my memory, I was going back to that. So, friends, that is, I started my career with Bhilai Steel Plant, and although with a metallurgical degree, I then joined Industrial Engineering Department, and I acquired a second degree in Industrial Engineering. And my career entirely mostly had been industrial engineering, although I worked in the metallurgical plant. And from Bhilai Steel Plant, after 8 years, I came to NMDC, National Mineral Development Corporation, another public sector undertaking under Ministry of Steel. And there I worked for 31 years, including 20 years in the mines of NMDC. And the last 11 years, I was heading the HR and IT functions. And my retirement was in 2008 as Executive Director, HR and IT. That's what, friends, I have to present myself. Thank you so much for your kind listening. God bless.